Let's, though, make it positive, shall we, and talk about a club in Aston Villa who, you have to say, this past week, David, maybe are happier, those set of fans, and they've been in nearly 40 years. How have they done it?
Well, I'm going to take you back to the 24th of October 2022, because that was when Unai Emery was appointed, and it will come to be seen as a seismic moment in the history of the club, I believe, because look at how they're doing now. This was the best possible scenario recommended to the owners. Try and get Unai Emery. Well, they went and did it. Nassef Sawiris and Wes Edens, they landed that top target, and they've never looked back since. In the meantime, they have been overhauled by this talented Spanish manager who really is one of the game's foremost coaches. They gave him carte blanche to overhaul the team, the squad, the club. They gave him power and authority to bring in staff members, to bring in analysts. We've seen Damian Vidigani come in as his right-hand man. We've seen Monchi arrive as essentially sporting director from Sevilla. We've seen players come as well, the likes, of course, of Moussa Diaby and Pau Torres. But if you look at the squad that is doing so well, many of them were actually signed under the previous regime. And a man called Johan Lange, who was sporting director at the time, he's now moved to Tottenham. But what Unai Emery is doing is getting much more out of these players. And when you hear from players privately around the Villa squad, they talk about the change from Steven Gerrard to Unai Emery being like night and day in terms of the quality of training and how studious Emery is. He's absolutely obsessed with getting this right. He's working all hours of the day. He's holding meetings. I hear staff at the club tell me his head is always in his laptop. And he doesn't have this touchy-feely, cozy relationship with the players nor his staff, but they respect him immensely for his professionalism. He's also learned a great deal from his experience at Arsenal, which did not go to plan. But this is more like the Unai Emery that we saw in previous spells at Sevilla when he won all those Europa Leagues, and also at Valencia too, where he did well. He did succeed at Paris Saint-Germain, but maybe not to their level of expectation. And it raises a really big question, Rebecca. Could he be a victim of his own success, or could Aston Villa? Because, of course, he may have some eyes looking at him from some of the biggest clubs in world football. Manchester City at some point may need to replace Pep Guardiola, your Bayern Munichs, your Real Madrids, your Juventuses of this world. And will Villa be able to match his ambition? Will they be able to provide the funds? Because, of course, they don't bring in the revenues of some of those clubs. For somebody like Unai Emery to really build this project out. What if it goes wrong when he's built everything around him? And if he was to depart, well, Villa say to me, they're calm on that. They think he's going to stay, he's happy, and he's going to succeed with them in a way that this club really hasn't seen in the modern era. And the setup that he's got at Villa, he probably won't get elsewhere. So this really is a remarkable story, perhaps the story of the season so far from a positive perspective.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.